up, y'all? It's your girl E, and I'm back with another video. I told y'all in my life update that I am back and I meant it, okay? So if you didn't watch that video, make sure you go check it out. I'll link it down below in the description. But a part of that video, I was telling you guys about an affirmation card deck that I was going to launch under Tha Moxie. So if you want like the backstory of that, what's Tha Moxie, what are these affirmation cards, you got to go watch that video and then come back here. But this video is all about the affirmation cards and what they are, why I launched them, what they mean to me, and all that good stuff. So if you want that tea, make sure you stay tuned to this video. Okay, so the reason why I decided to launch an affirmation card deck under Tha Moxie is because affirmation cards literally changed my thought process, which led to like a change in like everything about my life. So I was like, you know what, this is like real helpful. Like, so I was like, folks need this. Okay, so let's do what we need to do to make these cards. And speaking of making the cards, I also dropped a video about the whole process of making these cards from start to finish. So if you haven't checked out that video, make sure you do that. I'm also going to link that in the description down below. That way you can see like the start to finish process. I'm talking like start to finish. Like, I made these from scratch, okay? Like from designing to coming up with the colors to just anything involved in these cards was from scratch, okay? So make sure you go check out that video. But in this video, let's just jump into like why I made them. So I was just mentioning that like they changed my life, and they really did. So basically, these cards are a literal representation of the cards that I was using. Like, as you can see, like, I was not playing. Like, these are literally cards that I use like back in the day. So the earliest card that I have in here is from October 25th, 2018. And in 2018, early in 2018 in January, I officially ended like a relationship that was just no good. Like, it wasn't like one person being like toxic. It was literally just like two toxic people who shouldn't be together. Like, just real ghetto, like, to say the least. And when I got out of that relationship, I was so focused on just like getting back to me, figuring out like what I need to heal so that for my next relationship I can be whole and like really like contribute in like a positive way and like have like a real mature relationship, you know? And not even just like a romantic relationship. Like, yeah, that matters, but also I was very focused on the relationship that I had with myself, because I feel like, well, for me, in that relationship, or any other relationship that I had before that, there were some of the same patterns. And at a certain point, you have to be like, okay, well, if the same thing keeps happening and I'm involved, what if it's me? Like, what if I'm the problem? Okay, like, and side note, it's okay to be the problem. Like, if you're the problem, you can fix it. You feel me? So I started really wanting to like just elevate my thinking and like just change my own toxicity and like heal and like grow as a person. So I did some research on affirmation cards, and I just would be like writing them down. Like, I would switch them out every month. Like, just, I was so committed to like bettering myself. So yeah, that's where these came from. And there's like a range of them. So in the affirmation card deck that I made, and you guys can check it out on thamoxie.com, there's 4 categories for this, and it's like everyday use, love, success, and then also personal growth. So each one has a different color, and when I tell you that I mimicked literally the ones that I was using, I literally mimicked them, from the color to like the verbiage, like all of that is all consistent to what I use. And I think that that's what makes it so unique, because there's a real story behind it. So basically what I would do is I would sit down and I would be like, okay, like, let me come up with some vibes. Like, how do I want this month to go? How do I want this week to go? Whatever the case. And I would write them out, and I would say like how many times I'm gonna say it each day. Like, how many, like, and I was so serious about it. Like, and doing them like clockwork, okay? Like, and when I tell you that it literally like changed the way that I was thinking and like looking at things, and my whole outlook of life really changed. Like, the big change came when I gave my life to Christ, though. Like, we're not gonna act like these affirmations was bigger than that, because they wasn't. And actually, if you want to see that video, I'll drop that down below too, because I made a video about that back in the day. So check that out. But I just want to put an emphasis on the fact that, like, yes, these affirmation cards were very helpful, but overall, like, above that, it be God. So let's not get it twisted, okay? This ain't that. So let's just be clear where all this comes from originally. So I forgot what I was saying, because you always got to give credit to God, and like people be thinking that like some stuff is above, and this ain't that. So I just had to get that out there. I lost my train of thought, but I'm gonna try to reel it back in. So yeah, like I was saying, I would literally like write out these affirmations and like be committed to saying them every day, and it literally changed the way that I was thinking. So before, I would be seeing things like in a negative way, like I had like a horrible attitude. Like, so many people like can contest to this, like that I've came across. Like, my attitude used to be trash. Like I can't even begin to like talk about that. And like my close friends like are like, I've seen so much of a change in you, like you've evolved, like wow, like literally it used to be so bad, and it was all based on the way that I was thinking. So with these affirmation cards, it literally just like helped me shift like the narrative in my head. And I don't know if you guys understand how important it is to have healthy conversations with yourself, because like literally like how you think will come to life in like what you see, and like what kind of like manifest, and like that whole thing. Like, your mind is so powerful, and it's very important, like very, very, very important to like train it and keep it under control and keep it tamed. So affirmation cards, that was a way to help me. So for example, like let's pick up a card and see how I can explain that. So we just gonna flip. Let's go to these green ones. Okay, so for example, so this one says, today will be phenomenal, right? So if you wake up and you just tell yourself, today is going to be phenomenal, today is going to be phenomenal, today is going to be phenomenal. How many times did I write on here? So 4 times, right? If you say that over and over and over and over and over, there's absolutely nothing that's going to get in the way of your day being phenomenal, because you already have your mind set on it. Like, that's how powerful your mind is. And like, I'm not even joking. Like, if you think it's a game, like think it's a game if you want to, and you do you. But over here, as for me and my house, we understand how powerful the mind is, right? So I really wanted to share these cards with all the folks, okay? Because you can't never have enough positive energy and like give yourself enough positivity. So I was like, you know what? I'm about to make these cards because the folks need it. And I just feel like God equipped me with like this idea. He equipped me with this motivation. He gave me this gift to motivate others and to just uplift others and inspire others. So I would be doing myself and him a disservice if I did not move forward with this. So, and it's so crazy because like I mentioned earlier, the earliest card that I have in here is from October 2018. And here we are in February, end of February, early March, 2021. And now it's like coming to life. Like, it's so crazy how God works and how God moves. Like, if you just like, listen, don't get me started on that. Like, do not get me started. But it's crazy how like back then when I was making these cards, never in a million years did I think that years later I would be producing them to help somebody else in their journey. Like, and it's just crazy how the whole process works. And like, when I reflect on it, like I literally one day, like I was like, okay, I think I'm gonna make these, right? So I counted them out, and like even the number of cards was in alignment. Like, these cards, before I even like produced them, equaled 52 cards. Like, there's 52 weeks in a year. Like can somebody please just give a shout out to alignment? Because it's crazy when something is like meant for you, like, and the pieces just start coming together and like things just start making sense. Like, the feeling is unmatched. Like, I can't even express the whole concept of purpose and how important it is to really like tap into your purpose and all of that good stuff. And actually, there's an article on Tha Moxie that I want to share with you guys. It's actually 5 real facts about purpose, and I'm gonna actually link that down below for you guys to go check it out. If you don't know your purpose, have no idea what purpose is, what purpose means, that is going to be a really good article for you to check out. So do me a favor and go do that after you watch this video. It'll actually take you straight to the website. Peruse around on there, see what's going on, see what you like, because like I mentioned, that website is going to have like all like that uplifting and motivation and how to do this and what is this, and you know, all of those vibes that I had before on my channel before I took my break are going to be on the Moxie. So you want to like kind of like tap into that, stay tapped in here, because you're going to get a real well-rounded like view of purpose and somebody actually living in their purpose and actually like starting at the bottom and like really working their way up to achieve their dreams. So that's kind of like what's going on over here. So back to these affirmation cards, right? So using affirmation cards literally was like a game changer for me. Like I would find myself like throughout the day, like if something started going kind of left, I would immediately remember the affirmation card that I had and be able to recite it until like the like vibe and like the mood shifted for me. So yeah, just constantly feeding yourself positive vibes and talking to yourself nice and bigging yourself up, telling you that you could do it, telling yourself that you're worthy, claiming what your day is going to be, in addition to prayer, of course, because nothing supersedes that. So that's going to wrap it up for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video all about these affirmation cards. If you have any questions at all about the process, anything I said in this video, how to use them, anything, leave me a comment, because I literally reply back to every last one of my comments and I love to hear from you guys. So make sure you do that. And then also obviously check out the Moxie, because there's some great content on there for you guys. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy these affirmation cards. If you haven't got your deck yet, I'm gonna drop a link in the description where you can go get them, where you can give them to a friend, you can give them to a family member, you can add it to your wish list, you can give it to your co-worker. And if you have like an event coming up, you can also buy them wholesale for your swag bags. Like listen, the possibilities are endless. So make sure you go check it out. And until next time, I'll see you guys later.